So let's look at another example here. Let's use an iterated integral to find the area of the region bounded by the graphs of f of x equals sine x and g of x equals cosine x between x equals pi over 4 and x equals 5 pi over 4. Well, really, to set up this integral, we need to have a picture of the region in order to know how to set it up. So the first thing you're going to want to do is graph these functions. So when they're pi over 4, sine and cosine have the same value, root 2 over 2. And then we can go pi over 2, pi, and then 5 pi over 4. So let's see, let's start with sine. Sine of pi over 2 is 1. Sine of pi is 0. 5 pi over 4, they're both root 2 over 2, negative. So this one is y equals sine x. Now if I graph y equals cosine x, cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Cosine of pi is negative 1. And there we go. So there's my region. And if you notice, anywhere in this region, I have a top function and a bottom function. The top function being y equals sine x, and the bottom being y equals cosine x. So in this region, right, y is between cosine and sine, and x is between pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4. So based on the region, to find the area, I should set the integral up with a dy dx, because x is the one that has the constant bounds. So this would be pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4. Y goes from cosine x to sine x. And now I can find this area. So you're going to start by computing the inside integral. So the integral of dy is y. And then you're going to have top minus bottom, so it'll be sine x minus cosine x. And then when I integrate sine, you're going to get minus cosine. Cosine is sine. From pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4. So you're going to get minus, you're going to get minus cosine 5 pi over 4 minus sine 5 pi over 4 minus cosine pi over 4 minus sine pi over 4. You do have to know these values because they're on the unit circle. So this would be square root of 2 over 2 because it's negative, and a negative times a negative would be positive. Negative square root of 2 over 2. So I can distribute this minus. That'll make these positive. And so I have 4 of these. 4 times square root of 2 over 2, or 2 square roots of 2. Now here, your answer should be positive because you're talking about area. And area is a positive measurement. So if you're getting a negative number, that should tell you something went wrong. You probably set up your integral incorrectly. Okay,